Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3. Ba ba ba. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you live to MNS Studios and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Allianz, or not Allianz Field. I think Allianz. No. Acrisure Stadium. That's the one. For this wild card matchup, the final wild card matchup of this season and of this week between the number 3 seed, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the number 6 seed, the New York Jets. We take a look at the other wild card games around the league. The 49ers and Packers game just finished up in a blowout fashion, 42-7, the final score there. We take a look at the Cowboys, who romped over the Seattle Seahawks 31-10 as well. 20-14, the Falcons gloss over the Arizona Cardinals in a more or less upset. The Falcons had a worse record. They were sitting at 9-8. The Cardinals at 10-5-1 at the 5 seed. So the NFC picture is set. The Falcons will play the Lions, and it will be the 49ers and the Cowboys in an age-old rivalry in the divisional game where there will be 15-minute quarters for each of those games. The AFC slate not quite set as we have one more game, but the Raiders face the number 7 seed New England Patriots and almost lost. It was a very close game. It came down to the final play, a Hail Mary throw by Patrick Mahomes, and ended up falling incomplete. They scraped by with a victory, 24-19, and the winner, depending on if it is the Steelers or the Jets, will be playing the Raiders. You take a look, it was a blowout for the number 5 seed Broncos, beating the Jacksonville Jaguars by 20, 30-10. Your final score there from Jacksonville. So here we are, the final 8 teams, or the final 9 teams at least, are still here, and with a Steelers win, it would be against the Denver Broncos, and if the Jets win, they will be heading to the Buffalo Bills for that matchup. So without further ado, we'll take a look at the stats for today's game. We'll take a look at the matchups. Both of these teams have very good defenses. As you can see, their top, the Steelers' top 3 players, all defensive players. You take a look at their defensive points allowed, 19.4, top 6 in the league compared to the 21.8 the Jets allow. But the Jets are also top 3 in scoring, or they're top 2 in scoring. You get the number 3 and the number 2 offenses in the league. The Jets have their number in passing yards at 12, rushing yards. The Jets also short behind with 111. Bobby Strokes, a huge factor for the Steelers. They're going to want to get him going, but they are facing the number 3 rushing defense in the league as well. It is going to be a good game. It's going to be a slugfest. I expect either points to be at a minimum or points to be at an all-time high, depending on what these defenses are going to try and do. This is a pretty even matchup here. And if you are more than willing, and if you are watching for the first time, we welcome you to the MFL. If you are a reoccurring watcher, we welcome you back. Make sure to put your predictions in the chat, whether you're watching on TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube. Put your stats here. Make sure to put them predictions here, and we will get this wild card matchup going. So here we go. The Steelers ready to boot it away, and the wild card weekend concludes tonight. To the right, and it'll be a 1st and 10 at the 27 for this Steelers offense. We've seen them far too often. These are the number 2 teams that we have seen covered on MNS Studios. Jacob Jamal, 3,400 yards, 26 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. He's had a very good year, a very successful year. Their record shows it at 11-5-1. They have had a more or less cruise control in that AFC North. They had to tense up a little bit towards the end of the year as they kind of struggled to the right side. A jet sweep opens up, and it'll be a gain of 15, making it 14. As he picks up a fresh set of downs, move those chains to the 41. And steps up, and that one is complete, picks up a gain of 8. This secondary for the Jets, they are a streaky bunch. They picked up 3 interceptions last week against the Bengals in a much-needed victory to clinch a playoff spot to the right side. There goes Strokes, and swallowed up in the backfield, gets nothing doing, and it'll be a 3rd and 2. Sauce Gardner, one of the big highlights last week with a 103-yard pick-6 return to really just pull away. Jamal looking, throw up the middle, pick, and complete. Inside at Jets territory at the 34, Patrick Freiermuth, the big tight end. Steelers' reliable man, the 88. They're going to have to keep watching him. He is one of their top receivers, despite being a tight end. Dropping back, Jamal, empty backfield to the left side, and it'll be another 1st and 10, a gain of 11 at the 23. The Jets, like I said last week, they kind of settle in towards the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter. It takes them about a quarter and a half to get settled in on defense. So if they score here on the first drive, I would not be surprised and I would not be shocked as Jamal takes off and picks up another gain of 12. Picks up a 1st and 10 at the 12, and they are moving closer to that end zone. Under center, Jamal, X Factor activated. Dropping back, rolling. They send out a blitz one-handed to the left side and complete for a gain of 7. Denzel Washington, 2 catches for 18 yards for him to start out. In shotgun formation. Rolling, he's going to take off, use it himself, walks in for 6, touchdown Steelers. They score on their opening drive. And the seas part wide open for him. So Boswell ready to boot this one through the uprights, and it is up and good. 8 plays, 74 yards, 3 minutes and 35 seconds of time ran by this Steelers drive. And we talked about it, the number 2 and 3 scoring offenses in the league, and they are not a defensive slouch either. So, look, they're going to get hit in the mouth. And here comes the man traded from the Texans, Dylan Worry, 3,800 yards, 29 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Under center to Burns up the middle and only gets 1. He's had a bit of a slow end of the season. Mitchell Burns, he's usually a pretty reliable back. He's kind of been stifled and is going through a little bit of a slump as of late. Burns, once again, a delayed handoff and picks up 4 more yards, 3rd and 5. Shotgun formation. Dropping back. Throw downfield. That one is complete. Garrett Wilson, the man in the 5, picks up the 1st and 10 at the 36. 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Exactly what you want to do. Your defense got hit in the mouth. They had a very long drive ran on them. They're going to be exhausted, so you're going to want to at least pick up a couple of first downs before sending them back out if you don't score at all to begin with. Looking, throw, that one is complete, picks up a gain of 7, 2nd and 3. And dumps it off, that one to Loveland to the left side, wide open and parts the seas. Inside of Steelers territory at the 42. To the right and picks up a gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Looking, throw, dumps it off to the middle, and Conklin still on his feet, takes a hit inside the 20 at the 19, 1st and 10 with less than a minute to play here after the huge gain. A big-time gain by the tight end. The man traded from the Vikings a couple of seasons ago. And we enter the red zone for the Jets. They have been a fruitful rejuvenation. They were struggled in the red zone all season before the acquisition of Worried. And that one complete to Garrett Wilson to the 15, 2nd and 6. Looking, throw, dumps it off to Loveland to the left side. 1st and goal at the 3, and his 2nd catch today. And that is where we end the first quarter, 7-0 after 1. But the Jets knocking on that end zone, trying to get something going. Under center, 1st and goal at the 3. Looking, rolling, takes a huge hit, incomplete, 2nd and goal. The first misstep by the Jets. Shotgun formation, looking, throw, dumps it off, in for 6, Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. And that's exactly what you want to do to respond. Up the middle, wide open, and we are tied at 7 apiece. Kick is up and good. 11 plays, 76 yards, 4 minutes and 25 seconds of time, and that's a big thank you to the defense as well. You know, you give up the score, it's like a, hey, no hard feelings, we'll get that one back. You guys just rest up and we'll take some time off for you. And that's exactly what they do, so the Jets defense should have some fresh legs. Stumbles still on his feet, past the 30 at the 33. 1st and 10. And this is typically where the defense likes to pin their ears back. We will see if that happens. Shotgun formation. Jamal has been rolling today. Looking, dumps it off quickly, and oh no, he held on. George Pickens shows off the strength after the contact. 1st and 10 at the 44. Dropping back, dumps it off. That one is complete. Picks up a gain of 6, 2nd down. At the midfield mark, trying to move this into Jets territory. Shotgun formation, dropping back. Throwing it downfield, wide open, complete. Inside of the red zone at the 25, 1st and 10. Secondary needs to wake up for this Jets defense. They're getting torched. The zone defense just does not work that time. Under center I formation. Dropping back, dumps it off, and Sauce Gardner couldn't complete the tackle. Picks up a gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Shotgun formation on a 2nd and 6, dropping back, throw, and almost a dangerous misstep. Bobby Strokes on the reception, and it's a 1st and goal at the 9. I formation once again. Play action pass, throw to Freiermuth, and a gain of 3 sets up a 2nd and goal. Jamal, to this point, has not thrown an incompletion to this point. If I'm not mistaken, dropping back, throw, and incomplete. Spoke too soon. 3rd and goal at the 6. Mendoza on the reception, or on the intended target. Shotgun formation. 3rd and goal to Freiermuth. Gotta be short at the 1, 4th and goal. And decision time for the Steelers here. What do you do? The Jets, a very good 4th down team, top 10 in the league in 4th down defensive stops. Can they do it to the right? In for 6. They can't. Touchdown, Steelers. Bobby Strokes punches it in. Kick is up and good. 9 plays, 67 yards, 3 minutes and 14 seconds of time ran. So we will see at the 5 and ran into his own man. It'll be at the 26, 1st and 10. So you take a look at Garrett Wilson today, 3 targets, 3 receptions, 15 yards, and a touchdown. And that one big circle, that touchdown, doesn't matter how many yards you get, it's the amount of points that you put on the board. Shotgun formation, empty backfield, looking for an open man. Quick throw to Loveland, picks up a gain of 9.5, give or take, 2nd and inches at the 36. Shotgun formation. Dropping back, looking, rolling, gonna take a sack, had to get rid of it and doesn't. A huge sack, a loss of 14, and it's 3rd down. Alex Highsmith, that dangerous defensive line, gets it done for the Steelers. 3rd and 14. Watch the blitz on the outside. That left side, he's going to be coming, shooting out of a cannon. Trying to beat his man. Throw, deep throw, batted away, incomplete. Intended for Vic, and it'll be a 3 and out for the Jets. Punt it away. It'll be taken at the 29 and settle at the 37. So now it is up for the Jets. Jesus, we have 169 viewers on TikTok. Hello, everybody. Welcome to playoff football here for the MFL. If you're new, welcome. If you're a regular viewer, welcome back. Under center, dropping back, throw to the right, and it'll be a gain of 7 out of bounds. Intended. 2nd and 3 at the 44. Steelers trying to pull away here before the first half. The Jets do get the ball. in the second half. Looking throw, dumps it off, incomplete. Couldn't hold on after the contact. Freiermuth, the intended receiver. Shotgun formation. Dropping back, dumps it off, and wide open. They're playing soft zone. I don't understand why. They're not pressing up on man at all, which is what worked for them very well with the Bengals. And we reached the 2-minute warning. 7-14. Jets defense just trying to make it a little easier for them. Dropping back, throw, dumps it off. That'll be a gain of about 4, make it 6, maybe 7, and it'll be a 2nd and 3 at the 44. To the right, and picks it up, another 1st and 10, a gain of 6. 1st and 10 at the 38. We're at 169 viewers now. Oh my goodness. Throw, and the Freiermuth, a gain of 5. And a timeout. Dropping back. Throw downfield, incomplete. 3rd and 5 at the 34. Inside of field goal range. They don't have to force anything too much. Shotgun formation. Look, Tomlin has been banished. He's unfortunately immortal at this point. He is an immortal demigod because, like, apparently the deal that he made that he can't have a losing record ever was binding for life. He's not allowed to die. So, kick is away. And no good to the right. So, with under 10 seconds to play, we'll see what the Jets are going to want to do. They're going to try and go for it here. Recify Halo on the right side. I would not be shocked. Flag down. And it'll be a 1st and 15. That changes some things. Shotgun formation. Never mind. No, it doesn't. Six, 5, 4. Timeout with 4 seconds to play. Shotgun formation. 3, 2, 1. Throw, incomplete. And that is where the first half ends. 7-14. It's been an up and down game, but the Steelers have held strong. The Jets take the field when we return after this. Well, here we go, a short break, and we are back at it. The Jets ready to take this ball in the second half. It'll be to the right side, and 1st and 10 at the 24. So here comes Dylan Worried and this Jets offense trying to get something going. They were first-round exits last year. They are trying to get something going this year, trying to make it past the wild card round. There goes Mitchell Burns, and only picks up 3, 2nd and 7. Who did the Steelers tie with? I don't remember. I think it was to the left side. I think it was the Jacksonville Jaguars in like week 13 or 14. Because the Jaguars also tied. I'll have to look. Under center. Dropping back. Dumps it off to Loveland. Gonna be short. 4th and inches at the 34. And they'll punt it away. Big boot. And an injured Steeler on the play. Hopefully nothing too serious, as they will have a divisional game to play if they can pull this off. Under center. Trying to put this game a little further away. Looking, throwing it downfield. That one is complete at the 43. 1st and 10. Jacob Jamal, 153 yards. It's rough. I know, typical Jets. It's rough. And I'm supposed to be an unbiased viewpoint, but, I mean, obviously you guys can clearly see that I'm a Jets fan given my Madden game profile. It's rough. It's tough. Shotgun formation. And that one is complete after a gain of 5. 2nd down at the 47. Under center, 5:43 to play. 2nd and 5 at the 47. Trying to get this into Jets territory. Throw, and yes, sir! That's a 1st and 10. At the 44. To the right. And stuffed. Only gets 1. Strokes has been held silent this game. 2nd and 9 at the 44. To the left, and there goes Strokes, and this time he gets a little get back, says thank you very much, and picks up 10 more. You can take 1, I'll take 10. 1st and 10 at the 34. Did he throw a punch? Jesus Christ. What's up with the scoreboard? Madden is really dumb, and they like to keep glitches that show no use anymore. It's supposed to be like for my Ultimate Team only, but like it's on every game mode ever, every online game mode ever. Like this is a franchise mode right now, and almost intercepted by Sauce. 3rd and 5 at the 29. So that's what's up. Like there's no way to change it. It's unfortunately a bug. Yeah. Shotgun formation. Throw, and that one is complete. And a huge break for the Jets. That is a huge, huge turnaround from a almost interception to a 1st and 10, getting closer to that end zone. I appreciate the follow. I do. I appreciate that. We are currently shotgun formation, and picks up 5. 2nd and 5. We peaked at like 220 viewers on TikTok. Jesus, that is the most viewers I have seen in one sitting. And that was like for 5 minutes. We're still at 151. We haven't left 100 since we've started. And a 1st and goal at the 2. Another injured offensive lineman for the Steelers. We'll hope he's all right. I appreciate the support. I do. We appreciate the support here for the MFL. Shotgun formation, dropping back, throw, and in for 6. Touchdown, Steelers. Bobby Strokes, his 2nd touchdown today. And ladies and gentlemen, we are on a watch here. We are on a blowout watch, potentially, if the Jets cannot score this drive. Oh, I am absolutely excited for college football 26. Madden 26, it looks okay. I don't know. I'm hesitant as always, but oh, did he keep his? So one. They might mark this out. I don't think he had possession with 2 feet in. No, they'll mark it. They'll call it as it is. It'll be a 20-10, 20-7 ball game. But I mean, college football 26, it looks so good. The presentation looks so much better. But just, I need a franchise overhaul for Madden 26 for me to be interested, because franchise is really what I play for most of the time. So, as they will settle at the 32, and it is do or die time for the Jets. It's got to be a score here. 90 total yards, 76 passing yards. They've got to get something going. Dropping back, rolling, gonna take another sack. Montez Sweat drops him at the 19. It's 2nd and 23. Unbelievable. The route just continues, and this defense imposing their will. They beat them to open the season in week 1, and they are looking to close out their season in the wild card. Shotgun formation, audible, changing the play at the line. Rezify's got to get set. I'd watch him on the corner, and another false start. Devastation, implosion for the Jets. To the middle, and they're going to run it for 4, 3rd and 24 now. Shotgun formation, dropping back. It's got to be, no! A huge loss. And the Jets continue to implode. And realistically here, where do you go from this? This is one of the better teams that you've had in recent memory here in the MFL. Where do you go from this? I mean, obviously you have your quarterback in Dylan Worried, 99 overall. But I mean, defensively, there's got to be something here. And part of the problem was last season, in season 20, the Jets completely overhauled their defense for more offense, which worked in theory. It definitely got them over the hump that they needed, but their defense is one of the things that they were known for, and it shines at times. Like, you look at Sauce Gardner, he had 2 interceptions and a sack last week in week 18, but it just continues to not work as he's hit hard, and Mendoza couldn't pull it in. 3rd and 6 at the 42. Which team am I? I am, neither team. This is a simulated game. Shotgun formation, throw, and that one is complete for another 1st and 10 at the 32. Moving those chains, George Pickens. So, I mean, and we head to the 4th quarter, 8 minutes to play in regulation. The Jets, a lot of work has to be done. So, I mean, we are back to 213 viewers. Holy cow. Shotgun formation. Empty backfield. They're not putting the they're not letting the foot off the gas. And, ooh, dangerous pass into double coverage. 2nd and 10 at the 32 now. Yeah, for the most part, like, I do commentate a lot. It is what I am hired to do by the MFL and by Franchise Central to do. And up the middle to the left and wide open at the 1, 1st and goal. So 1st and goal at the 1. To the right side and in for 6. It's 28-7. And sound the alarms. It's blowout time. Gotta start pulling out my my blowout material here. Kick is up and good. We are at 263 viewers. My goodness. And, ooh, hey, there's a good return at the 34. So 6:47 to play. Heads hanging very low for the Jets here. And, I mean, Worried's jersey is colored green, not because of the green and white for the Jets, but because he has been on his back a lot. And it just has not gotten much better. Throw, diving play, how about that? There he is, the man in the 82, Rezify Halo, his first catch today. We're shocked that he hasn't gotten the ball today. He's usually their go-to back, especially in dire situations where they need a quick hitter. His speed is almost unmatched. And the fact that they have only just now gotten to him, followed by a false start, of course, is a major problem. Either credit the Steelers defense for locking him down, or, I mean, what are you doing offensively? Shotgun formation. 1st and 15. There goes Burns to the left side. 2nd and 5 at the 46. Shotgun formation. Throw, that one is complete to Garrett Wilson. Shotgun formation, now they're starting to wake up. Just a little too late. To the right, Loveland at the 1. And it is a 1st and goal. We are at 1,000 likes and 236 viewers on TikTok. My goodness. And Worry doesn't see it coming. He still plays in the pocket. Take off. Take off. Why are you still in the pocket? Garrett Wilson couldn't hold on. 2nd and goal. Under center. And this time they run it in. Jesus. Touchdown, Jets. That was infuriating in the worst way possible. They could have gotten it. And now, given your defense, you haven't forced a punt at all, the Steelers are going to start to run time, which might be a good thing because your defense, running-wise, is really good. But, I mean, 4 minutes and 31 seconds, let's see. So if they run it here, they might get it down to maybe the 2-minute warning, maybe a little shy of the 2-minute warning. For the Jets, at that point, you want to try and score before you get the 2-minute warning, if at all possible. And then either go for 2 or go for the field goal, and then hope your defense can make another stop, because at that point, the Steelers are going to start to air it out to try and get something going. Strokes, Luke, and there it is. Yep, 2nd and 10 at the 39. Shotgun formation. Dropping back. Throw, dumps it off, and sheds a tackle. 1st and 10. That's not what you want. That is rough. This is not going well at all. Ew, spam. Get out of my chat. I don't care about that. Get out of here. Get out of here. Under center. Up the middle. Strokes. Picks up a gain of 9. 2nd and 1. The Jets on the verge of being sent home. They still have the 2-minute warning along with 3 timeouts, but you got to get a stop. Oh, a delay of game. That's it. Okay. Interesting strategy for the Steelers. They're just trying to bleed as much time as physically possible. So we will see.
Still 2nd down.
It's a bold move. We'll see how this plans out. We are at 2,000. And a 3rd and 4. As we reach the 2-minute warning, a 1st down, and that will do it. I mean, not the same graphics for 15 years. I mean, same mechanics, absolutely. But, I mean, no, because there's definitely a visual difference. Personally, my favorite Madden of all time. Throw, wide open, 1st and 10 at the 20. Celebration time in Pittsburgh. No, my personal Madden favorite is not this Madden 25, but the other Madden 25, the one back in like 2014. Mainly because their presentation was so good. It was like seeing the intros for each team was so freaking cool, along with like the Canton Greats and the All Madden team. Like that was so cool. Well, and Madden 12 was pretty alright too. I liked Madden 12. Madden 7 was really good. Madden 7 was the first Madden that I played. As a timeout for the Jets, 3rd and 6. They don't have enough time. Madden 13's also pretty good. Madden 13's underrated. Madden 13's the first Madden game that I actually owned. And in for 6. That's salt in the wound. Unreal. So the Steelers will do it in front of their own crowd. They will have a date with Buffalo, and the Broncos will head to the buzzsaw that is the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders, current favorites to win the Super Bowl in terms of just general willpower. The Bills have the #1 seed, but man, oh man, this Raiders team is really good. To the right, 1st and 10 at the 25. Shotgun formation. Another spam. Get out of here. And to the right, and they're just playing for pride. Get out of here. Off my feed. And another sack just for good measure in case they didn't get the memo that they couldn't win. 3rd and 22. Dumps it off. 4th and 22. And unbelievable. So the Jets season ends not in a bang, but in a humiliating whimper. Kick is away. They're caught at the 38. Victory formation for the Steelers. And the Steel City will have a date with Buffalo. And don't go anywhere after this game. We'll run through the stats as well as the playoff matchups going into the divisional, along with a couple of changes upcoming as well. How do I get so inspirational? Stay in school, guys. Follow your dreams. 14-35, your final score from Acrisure Stadium. No, Acrisure Stadium. That's right. I keep mixing up the Minnesota United Stadium. I see it so often. Oh, the Steelers are playing the Raiders. Oh. So we'll take a look at the stats here. As you can see, Jacob Jamal with a 118 passer rating. Dylan Worried didn't have a bad game. He just didn't have enough. 148 yards, 115 passer rating, 13 for 18, and that's the big story. 13 for 18. He averaged 8.2 yards yards per pass, but he couldn't get the ball off. And that's a big credit to the Steelers' defensive line as well. You look at Bobby Strokes, 12 attempts, 55 rushing yards, and he really just put his ears back and ran downfield when they needed it most, averaging 4.5 yards per carry. Mitchell Burns, the struggles continue, and he ends the season with a struggle. 9 attempts, 25 yards, 2.7 averaging, but he did get a touchdown there. Mendoza, 7 receptions, 81 yards, 11.5 yards per carry. George Pickens, 7 receptions, 75 yards, 10.7 yards per carry. Loveland, one of the big spotlights for the Jets. He had a very good game. He usually doesn't start over Tyler Conklin, but he did start due to morale reasons. Freiermuth, always a reliable back. Always a reliable tight end. Mike Williams there to contribute as well. Garrett Wilson, you hope to expect a little bit more. They just did not target him a whole heck of a lot. Rezafai Halo, one of the bigger disappointments. 1 reception, 14 yards, and you want to get him the ball more, especially when he was my X factor going into today. If you could get him going, this game was going to be a completely different story. Going into blocking, obviously, you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers line. They only allowed 1 sack, and it was an inconsequential one. Look at Joe Tippmann allowing a sack. Zune III allowing a sack. Fashanu allowing 2. And then Darko, of course, averaging 1, but there wasn't really much of anything there. Defensively, Darius Slay, 5 total tackles. Montez Sweat, 2.5 sacks today. And you look at Ogunjobi, 1 sack. I believe Freiermuth got a sack as well. Highsmith. Yeah, he got a sack and a half. Kicking, obviously, inconsequential. Extra points. Chris Boswell, 5 for 5. Always good to make your kicks. Punting, the Jets we're the only team to punt. Kick returns very inconsequential. 99. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they kick it off a lot. Punt returns. Travis Hunter picks up 13 yards, and we take a look at the playoff moves. So we'll take a look here. Oh, that's right. It needs to be simulated. But the Raiders will host the. Oh yeah, the Broncos are heading to Buffalo, and the Steelers are heading to Las Vegas. So a 2-3 matchup and a 1-5 matchup, but both of those, all those teams in the AFC are really good teams. That'll be the Lions and the Atlanta Falcons, the Cowboys and the 49ers for the divisional matchups. All division winners. Not a single wild card team actually made it. It is all divisional winners for them. The Broncos, the only team outside of their division to actually win their playoff game. We thank you for watching this presentation of the MFL on MNS Studios. We thank you so much for watching. All 200 of you guys who tuned in. Actually, let's give the full total. All 5,619 viewers that tuned in today. I really do appreciate it. The 3.5 thousand likes. I mean, it's incredible. It's amazing, and you guys make it worth it to do it every single time. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you for the divisional round in just a couple of days. Have a good night.